Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, let's
All
get
right.
off on these predictions. Who we starting with?
Let's start with Navy Notre Dame, man. Who you got?
Definitely got Notre Dame in this. Navy been balling though. I hate this for them because they will not be ranked after this week. Who you got?
Listen,
Wing
I say
T,
Navy.
throw the
I think
ball.
I'm going with Navy. I think I want to go with Navy. Navy has been playing very strong football in their scheme, matching with the athletic players that they got on the team. I think they're going to be a sneaky team for Notre Dame this week. I think Notre Dame's going to get surprised like they normally do around this time and take that L.
Dang boy, with the first pick you go with guts. Okay.
Come on, man.
What about
Oklahoma, Ole Miss. Who you got?
yeah? Ooh, I gotta go with Oklahoma on this one. You
I think
know,
I think
I know Ole Miss is highly talented. They got Jackson at quarterback, but I always feel like they're missing something, and they always get overrated, kind of like Tennessee. You know,
I agree. But for some reason, I want to put my money on Ole Miss just because of the quarterback. I think their quarterback is more mature, more of a vet right now. Then I forgot dude's name in Oklahoma.
the big thing with Ole Miss is they got an offense that's established. That's the one
Yeah,
part that scares me about my pick. Ole Miss does have that RPO offense, so
right.
it can be nasty. But I think Oklahoma got the athletes to pull this game off. I'm more nervous about their freshman quarterback, which almost make me want to rip my pick back off the ground.
That's why I
But
said. That's why I went with Ole Miss.
yeah, I'm a ride with Oklahoma though. The old Big 12 counterparts.
Cool. Washington, Indiana. Who you got?
I got to take Indiana right here. Washington lost the arm and the leg last year. Plus they coach.
Absolutely. With this game here, I think I'm gonna go with Indiana as well. I think they're just gonna be a little bit too much for Washington at this particular time. Ohio State, Nebraska.
Definitely Ohio State, but I hope Dylan Rowland have a great game. Look,
I
my
think
Pat Mahomes.
I really want to see the game. I probably will tune in and watch that game just to see how Dylan faces a Power Five team. He hasn't really, to me, hasn't played anyone in particular that
Yeah,
would give me that be able to analyze him as a NFL quarterback. And I think this game right here will help me
100% gonna show you. You
analyze.
saw how he treated Colorado early in the
That's
season.
Colorado, and that was early on in the year as well. But the previous games, I haven't really liked his play yet as much as people have hyped him up to be. But I'm interested in and excited to see him play Ohio State. But I'm definitely going with Ohio State in this
Definitely,
one. Oregon, Illinois.
definitely going with Oregon on this
You
one.
just
Oregon's
go with
not.
Oregon because they number one.
I'm going with Oregon because Dan Lanning got them over there balling. So
Yeah,
like,
I agree
it's
with you.
hard to go against them. They just beat Ohio State last week. It's hard to go against them.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna go with you, Oregon. But this could be like a sleeper game. I wouldn't
If
put too.
Illinois can get their running game going, they can be a problem like Boise was for Oregon. So
And
I don't know.
most of the times, like when teams like Oregon just come off of this, exciting win against Ohio State, a lot of times the next week we see a little lull in the team. So we'll
Mm,
see. Hopefully
we'll
not.
see.
BYU, UCF.
This is a tough one to call right here. UCF got the athletes. BYU got the heavy hitters on defense and some heavy hitters on offense. I gotta go with BYU on this one, even though I think it's gonna be a tight game.
BYU has been playing some interesting football. Like they haven't had like a ton of blowouts, but even in games they were considered maybe even the underdog, they still found a way to win the game. And obviously they're
They
ranked number
won though.
11. I like the quarterback. I like the Mossy behind him. But UFC is one of those teams that always going to have some athletes. Like they got the quarterback from Arkansas there from last year,
Yeah, KJ Jefferson,
KJ
big dog,
Jefferson,
big boy.
and they were ranked like and as far as they run game and I think they run defense as well. But when they lost to Colorado, it just kind of put a damper in things for me with them. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with BYU too. Missouri, Alabama.
I'm definitely rolling tide on this
Are you sure?
one. I'm 100% sure I'm rolling tide. I think
I,
Luther Burden will still get off a little bit, but not
I
enough
think
to beat them.
I think Bama tanking this year, man. I'm going Missouri. Texas Vanderbilt.
Oh, Texas,
You didn't think about it?
Texas off top. Everybody, and the wildest part about this game, my friends that root for Bama and Georgia been warning me about this game right here, and I'm more worried about the Texas A&M game at the end of the year than this game. I think we're gonna devour Vanderbilt. They won't be ranked next week. We should beat them by 25, 30 points. Kind of rebound. We still rebounding from Georgia.
Yeah, Texas came off coming off a big loss. I'm expecting them to play with a lot of anger, a lot of um, animosity that they're gonna take out on Vanderbilt. But I think Vanderbilt's gonna be in for a ride with this one right here.
1,000%.
Florida, Miami, Florida State, Miami. Who you got? Who you got?
I would never pick Florida State. I
Yeah,
You can start there. I would never pick Florida State. I definitely got to go with Cam Ward.
I'm riding with the Cam Ward. Looks like a Heisman contender. I think he's probably gonna go 1 and 2, and as far as the quarterback draft goes, so I'm definitely rocking with Miami on that one.
Yeah, best
LSU, Texas
quarterback in
A&M.
the NCAA.
Huh?
Best quarterback in the NCAA.
Huh?
Oh, we'll,
Come
we'll
on,
talk about
man.
that
Ain't
later.
Shador still playing? Is
We'll
Shador
talk about
Sanders
that
still
later
playing?
for sure.
If he's still playing, then I take him as two. But Cam Ward's a close two. Like now he's not. He's not a far two. I think he's right there with Shador, but I like Shador a little bit better than Cam Ward right now.
We'll see about that.
LSU, Texas A&M. Who you got? It's a good game.
I got to go with LSU. That defense is stout. That defense is stout. I don't think Ouija man from A&M gonna be able to really handle what they got going on.
Yeah, I don't think A&M just have enough for LSU this year. I think the game is going to be close. I don't think it'll be like a blowout or anything like that. I think it'll be a really tight game. It might,
17-21 type game.
yeah, it might not even be a high scoring game, but I think LSU will pull that one off.
Now I can say this: if A&M get Moss going, they running back, the freshman,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
got two good running backs. If they get them going, we could be in for a different awakening than what we
yeah.
thought.
I absolutely think that's a swing game. Like it could go either way. It depends on who comes out with the momentum, or who turns the ball over early. And I think that'll
But
swing the game.
yeah, we go Tigers. We go Tigers though right now.
Penn State, Wisconsin.
Penn State gonna dominate them.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Penn State. I like it how they've been playing. They seem
I
like a
like their whole organization.
consistent team. So let's go Penn State. Kansas State. Who you got?
Kansas State, better
I'm rocking with.
quarterback, better team.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Kansas State as well. Even though it's a rivalry game, in-state teams playing against one another. I think it's going to be a exciting game for the fans, but Kansas State ultimately is going to try them pretty bad, probably towards the end of the game. SMU Duke, who you got?
This one hurts me to say, but I'm taking Duke.
Ooh,
They got an old Texas quarterback over there. They got the rings. They got a defense that fly around the ball. SMU got a unstable situation at the quarterback helm. They a good team full of athletes, but I think Duke is the more solid team, and they playing in the ACC. So you know they
I
used to
like
bigger games.
I like Duke for that game as well. No, you said who you got? You got SMU, or you taking Duke?
I'm taking Duke.
Okay, yeah. I'm taking Duke as well. Now you know how to go to Colorado and Cincinnati Bearcats. I think this is
Hundred
probably going to
percent.
be one of the most exciting games that we're going to watch tomorrow. And it seems like Colorado Buffaloes are always pulling out like a game that's must see TV type of thing right now. The best thing on in football, all of football, even NFL. I think Colorado has this. So who do you got? Cincinnati Bearcats, or the Buffaloes?
Give me yours first.
Oh, of course, it's easy for me. I'm going with Colorado Buffaloes. Um, I think they're ready for this moment. I think the games that they've been in have been tight, close, hard fought games. A lot of them. And I don't think the Bearcats have had as much of a fight as Colorado has. And I think the best quarterback on the field is going to be Shadur Sanders, and he's going to show that tomorrow.
Okay, so just for clarity, the Bearcats did lose to Texas Tech in Pittsburgh. That's their two losses.
Mhm.
Two good teams. I'm actually picking Texas Tech to beat Colorado too.
And
Uh,
who did um who did they win against?
they beat Houston. They beat UCF. They beat uh,
How bad they beat
Miami,
UCF?
Ohio. They almost beat Pittsburgh, which Pittsburgh is a really good team.
What was the score against UCF?
Against UCF, 13-19.
Mm. See, Colorado put up I think close to 40 points on
They
UCF.
maxed UCF out.
Right.
But matchups is a thing.
Matchups is a thing, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think a
I
lot of
can't.
teams a lot of teams not going to match up with the Buffaloes offense. Like the reason they barely lost to Kansas State, and I think Kansas State has the best team. I'm not gonna say the best offense, the best team overall in that in the Big 12 right now.
Well,
Huh?
I can tell you that this is gonna be Colorado's toughest game, even more tough than the games they lost. I think you got a you got a Cincinnati team that every game they come in and they're like the most balanced team on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I agree.
Between man coverage, zone coverage, between running the ball, passing the ball, they got it. They got a quarterback that can sling their rock and they trust him to throw the ball 30 to 40 times a game. They got a running back that giving the ball 12 to 20 times a game, and he getting 100 plus a game.
I
He
don't
doesn't
think
run the ball that much.
I don't think as great as all that sounds, I don't think if you line up toe for toe, man to man, that their receivers aren't as good as Colorado receivers. I think Colorado has probably, if not top three receiving core in college football. And
I
then on
agree.
top of that, they have top two quarterbacks in the league. And then on top of that, they have the absolute best player and cornerback
In college
in
football.
college football and Travis Hunter. And so when you stacking all of these guys against Cincinnati Bearcats, overall, yes, I think, but Colorado with the superstars they got, the NFL players, that talent they got, I think they'll overall pull it out.
Well, Cincinnati do got one guy that play receiver that's pretty good. He will be getting drafted, I believe. He had a good game against Pitt. I definitely saw that game. He had like a buck 20, buck 30 against Pitt, and Pitt is
Mm,
ranked like number 19 right now. Cincinnati lost by 1 point.
mm.
They should have brought that game out. They really should have brought that game home.
Well,
But
it's a game that we definitely should tune in and watch. It's coming. They got the night game, and of course, you know that right there is going to be probably millions of people tuning in because
100%.
that's what Colorado Buffalo do is bring in interviews, man. The clicks.
That
About to
and
know
that's
that.
this is a weird prediction for me because I don't want to go against Colorado because it's like they almost like my boys,
Oh, you don't have
you
to.
know. But I'm giving a realistic opinion about the game.
So I'm not giving a realistic opinion. Is what you're
Now
saying.
you are. I think you firmly believe. But then when you get
Absolutely.
out here, you see the size difference. You see like certain things
No,
that Cincinnati got, you're gonna be like, okay, okay, hold on. What was right? They're a little more complete team, kind of like Kansas State. That's the kind of feeling you're gonna get during this game. Is the game you got during Colorado and Kansas State game. Unless Colorado come here fully prepared,
I
it's
just don't.
possible.
I don't see that happening. And Cincinnati hasn't played in any primetime games this year that I can recall. And maybe I might be a little bit biased because I do really like the two studs that Colorado have, and I do want to see them, get to a bowl game at least. And I love the turnaround that they had. And so I am a little bit biased, but looking at it overall, I just think it's going to be a tough cover, man, for all the receivers and all the weapons that Colorado has, and having a professional quarterback back there that can get the ball to any and everybody. You never know who's
I
going to have
agree
a
with
big
that.
game.
I agree with that sentiment. You said you want Colorado to make it to a bowl game. We've looked at these schedules. Go to Colorado's schedule. Let's see. Let's see if we can predict the rest of theirs. See how many wins and losses we see on theirs.
All right.
There's a left. See what kind of bowl game they make and make.
So
Okay, so is this what they got left? Cincinnati, Tech, Utah, Kansas, and Oklahoma State. All right, how many? What do you see them doing for the rest of this season? They got two losses right now. We know bowl game worthy. If they can come out of here with just four losses, they should still make a bowl game. It might be in Shreveport, but they should still make a bowl game. What do you think
um,
about the rest of these five games? How many wins do you think they can come out with?
I think the toughest team that they were going to play, they already just played them, and that was in Kansas State. I think the rest of the schedule is prime for them to possibly win out. I don't think that none of the teams that they're going to play is going to be an overmatch for them.
I agree.
And I think that if anything, Colorado, if they play decent non-turnover football and their defense hold up on the back end, I think Shador Sanders should be able to get them comfortable wins against these teams.
Now, I think Oklahoma State can overmatch them. Oklahoma State not having a great season this year. They 3-4. They go play Baylor this week. Uh,
You said they can
they think they
overmatch them, and they 3-4.
yeah, but they also then played a little bit of a tougher schedule. I can start there for you and tell you who they played.
They tanking.
No, they ain't tanking. It seemed like it. They lost to BYU last week. They lost to
Okay.
West Virginia, which I didn't see coming. They lost to Kansas State. They lost to Utah. They lost. Oh, they beat Arkansas. So like that win against Arkansas kind of speaks to what Oklahoma State can be. They have lost some games they shouldn't have lost to. That's coaching. But like the Utah game, Utah's gonna beat Colorado, I believe. Cam Rising is one of them slept on quarterbacks. We don't even hear his name no more.
Yeah.
And super slept on. So I don't know if Colorado gonna make it past Utah. I see two more losses on there. And
More.
possibly three. You
I
don't
see one maybe.
I don't think you should sleep on Texas Tech.
I'm not sleeping on them. I'm wide awake. I don't think you should sleep on Colorado Buffaloes.
I'm not sleeping on Colorado. I'm not sleeping on Colorado. I just have seen a couple of them teams that they play. They might not have the best records, but they are competitive.
That's cute, but well, I don't care how competitive you are when you got a Travis Sanders over here. You got a Weston on the other side. You got a 6'4" NFL receiver in Shepard on the other side, and you got Horn. Come on, man. I'm naming who gonna you may have one corner that can mitigate somebody, but you don't got three more corners that's gonna stop.
Okay, cool. Their offense can get going if they can keep Shadur protected. This Cincinnati game is going to tell you a lot because Cincinnati just lost to Texas Tech. So I want you to really, when you're watching this game, I want you to gauge it for that next game.
These teams are totally different.
Yeah, they are. Colorado top heavy.
And you got the only
They
reason
can't get
Colorado
offense off the field.
lost to Kansas State was simply because of their injuries.
You act like Kansas State can take a big loss, the biggest loss.
So you telling me? I'm gonna ask you a question. If Travis Hunter is holding their best receivers, they caught the game winning touchdown. It was to be
He
honest
probably
with
wouldn't
you,
have caught that.
it was a bad throw. It was an underthrow. It just the corner got beat so bad, the receiver slowed down twice to come back and catch the ball. And Travis Hunter was over there. Guess what that is? Them
It's probably a
cookies.
pick or an incomplete pass.
Come on, you're not
My
trying it,
point is, Kansas State played a whole quarter and a half without their quarterback.
and they didn't score anything.
They didn't need to hell to win the game.
They did need him to win the game. He came back in and threw the game
He
winning
came
touchdown.
back in like a leader do, but they was basically managing the game until he got back. They did
Man,
let Colorado fight back in the game, but nah, I don't know. Even us talking about that game, it made me reflect on that. But the fact that they were so competitive with Kansas State this early,
let's talk about Texas loss to Georgia. How
Georgia
do
out
you?
schemed us
Did they scheme y'all, or did they just completely destroy y'all? Which one was it?
30-15 is completely destroyed.
Yeah, at home,
Man,
ranked number one,
we
and a
played the
team come
best
to your
game we could
house.
have possibly played, Mitch.
A team come to your house. You're ranked number one. You're in the SEC. You say, "Welcome me in, y'all. Welcome me in. Bring me over here to this SEC." And Georgia come like, "All right, we're gonna show you what them dogs like out here. Are
Hmm.
y'all ready?" And y'all put up, y'all scraped up some change and got 15 on the board, but
No, we didn't
the
scrape the
game,
15. We scored the 15.
the
The-
game wasn't as close as the score
They scraped the
called it.
30, right or wrong. They kicked like 4 field goals.
Come on, bro.
And they was getting the ball. You was through the picks. He fumbled the ball early in the game.
Georgia
You was already down 20 points.
Carson Beck threw three picks, and y'all still only put up 15
Carson Beck
points.
trash. Point blank
Come
period.
on, but y'all still only put up 15
Each. I
points.
just told you when they first asked me, they schematically beat us.
Okay,
They
bro.
schematically beat us.
They just schematically beat y'all.
How's
They
that?
just just dominated y'all. Like they players, their defensive line killed y'all offensive line.
Their
I
defensive
mean,
line had a good day.
completely killed y'all
Our
offensive line.
defensive line had a good day.
Y'all look like y'all didn't even have a running back in the backfield. Like it was like, and then just like Nick Saban said, on third down, that's when they're gonna drop back. And what happened? Third down, that's when they dropped back.
And
It
they
was
was blitzing us every third down off the edges. Yeah, nah, they did a good job.
Nick
They
Saban did a
schematically
great
beat us.
job. Nick
So Nick
Saban
Saban
won the
really
game.
set us up.
Yeah, he did. He did for sure.
So
He
yeah,
did.
nah. I don't agree with his little pregame talks anyway. They need to let him wait till after the game. At least when it's about us. Like, go get Bama secrets.
No, for real though. Like, yeah, he I ain't gonna lie to you, that one cool because he went on for a little minute in that little segment. So.
Yeah, he was drawing on the screen. I'm like, what? Nah, bro. Nah, right before
Yeah,
the game, day before the game, you over here telling like, this is how you would stop this.
no, for real. Like he was picking picking all the plays, giving all the data, the
Third
analytics.
down is when they drop back, 3-step drops. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
dang,
nah,
I
he was giving
understand.
too much.
Yeah, but
That's
no,
what happened when you put a Hall of Fame coach on the panel.
no, for real though, for real though.
For real.
But I'm excited to see our predictions. I think we both were kind of had our own differences on a couple. We agreed um about 50-50 of it. And so let's see if you come out the winner of this week or do I bring home the belt?
I will for sure.
We'll see, man. We'll see.